from with too many lives, 25 years or fewer. Nothing we receive is.
All right, welcome back to the Marathon Mortgage Happy Hour. This is Rory Farrell here.
And this is Michael Witzek over here.
Yeah.
There you go. That wasn't bad.
That wasn't too bad. I'm finally getting it after 2 years of doing this podcast.
You got it, buddy.
Nailed the intro.
We're all good.
All good. All right, cool, guys. Technically the first podcast of 2025, although
Correct.
we're recording it on the 30th, so you guys do the math. January, I typically do a dry January. You in?
Yes.
All right, well, it's December 30th, so I can technically have this.
I have a lot of alcohol at the house right now. That's going to be upsetting.
You got a lot of drinking to do in the next 2 days?
I do.
All right, Conchi Brewing Company. We've done them a couple times. This one is called the Jonesy Hockey Lager. Our collaboration with hockey great Keith Jones. Jonesy Hockey Lager is as smooth as ice and benefits Flyers charities.
Nice.
So we're doing good here, you know?
I like it.
We're paying it forward. Shout out to Conchi. There you go.
Thank you.
And shout out to Jonesy. I honestly thought that this was a reference to Letterkenny. You ever see that show? It's like a Canadian show.
No.
And there's Jonesy and Riley are two like hockey players.
Oh.
Anyway, that's what I thought it was. That's why I bought it.
Jonesy was a kid in college that used to beg me to smoke weed with him, and I did one time.
How hard did he have to beg?
It was a crazy story. Cheers, buddy. Happy New
I'll
Year.
go behind the paywall on Patreon.
Yeah.
All right, so just me and you today. No realtor.
No realtor.
I thought it was a good opportunity to talk about goals for 2025.
Yeah. No
I got it.
topic. So goals it is. That's where we're at.
Yeah.
Nothing new
Just
going on.
freelance, baby.
Yeah.
I had a couple goals that were floating around my head, so I quickly jotted them down. I know you're a big kind of goal guy and
I am.
thinking towards the future guy. For
Yeah.
as young as you are, you got you're very organized in that respect.
A lot of Sputnik or whatever they say, you know.
Moxie.
Yep, that's sure.
Sputnik.
Yeah.
All right, so you got anything off the top of your head you want to talk about?
I mean, I guess the first goal would be if I could try and either, you know, double my business or 1.5x it, you know what I mean? Time and a half it, because I did double what I did last year, well, almost double what I did last year. So if I could almost double what I did this year in 2025, that'd be a very big accomplishment.
And I think that surpassed your goal for what you expected or wanted to do
It
this
did.
year, yeah?
It
So
did,
you were
yeah.
kind of like hitting that mark around September-ish?
Yeah, September, October, I hit that mark, and then November, December were gravy.
Yeah, you had a killer third or fourth quarter.
Yeah, definitely. So it was very nice. I think so. That's one of the goals. Another one of the goals would be, you know, just to continue to try and stay in shape and keep up with the gym. You know, dial in some languages, and then other than that, I think just really going outside the box, doing some different things with videos and whatnot. But yeah, that's pretty much my business related goals. I don't really have anything specific that I want to do, but you know, because I'm constantly changing and adapting to
You have to.
what I want to do. Yeah. So, but I think the main things would be double business, pay off some debt, and just keep growing.
All right. What about buying any more homes?
I think it's on there. I think that's a good question. I think depending on how the year goes and where my assets are, that would be the big one, because, you know, the way I look at it is buying another home could be good for quite a few reasons, you know, like appreciation, holding my money somewhere, doing all that. Or another way I look at it is if I could pay off one of my mortgages, because they're not $400,000 or $500,000 mortgages, you know what I mean? They're achievable payoffs. So if I could pay one of them off, it'll just do the same thing as buying another home, but open up more cash flow.
Yeah, more cash flow.
So that's also an option that's on the plate. So I don't know. If an opportunity pops up, like the last one that popped up
Yeah.
a couple weeks ago, you know, I'll go for it. I got screwed over a couple weeks ago.
Shout out Ronan.
In that deal. Shout out Ronan Higgins. He did not.
He did not.
screw me over.
He was not the screwer.
Yeah, he did a great job, actually. He was really stepped in there and, like, you know, did what he had to do. It was very nice of him. But yeah, no, like if an opportunity presents itself and I have the cash to do it, and
Be ready.
yeah, I'm ready to do it. But if not, then maybe just paying off some debts and getting some things squared away. So yeah.
And then what about travel? Big travel.
Got a lot of travel stuff coming up.
You already got things planned.
Yeah, I got things planned already. June is hopefully going to be the cutoff for that, where I'm done traveling for a little bit.
Like hopefully.
I wouldn't say hopefully, but just like so I can, you know, taking 2 weeks off at a time is really nice, and it's great that I can do it. It's just like when I'm so focused on growing this as well, it takes away from that. So
Yeah,
it's
sure.
like, you got to have those
You need a
things.
balance, though. It's a good life lesson. You need a balance.
You need a balance, absolutely. And I think, February, I'm going away for 2 weeks to Vietnam, and then in June, I'm leaving for a week or 10 days or something for Spain with my rugby team. So then after that, the next half of the year, I'm thinking, as long as nothing pops up or an opportunity presents itself, I think I'll stay back, save up some money for some other things. And then possibly I've been thinking, I don't think it's a 2025 thing, maybe a 2026 thing it'll be, but, hiking the Incan Trail.
Oh, cool.
Machu Picchu is probably the next big one. But
Gotta
we'll
get
see
in better shape.
We'll see how these two go. Yeah.
All right, I got a couple. I'll just rattle off and we can kind of spitball on it. And some of them involve you. More organic social media. Like a lot of the stuff that I gravitate towards is when people are just kind of like in their car talking or like talking about things like in the moment, like, hey, I just left this listing, and, basically just giving information or giving knowledge, and it's organic. And that's the stuff that I kind of gravitate towards because it's real stuff. It's not this like curated, you have the social media manager who put it together for you and it makes it look perfect. What are you doing, man?
Sorry, I was thinking because Julietta's car battery died before she came. I'm just like, let me know when you're good. When you're good. That's it.
Hey, I'm good right now. Thank
Yeah,
you for checking in.
Yeah, no.
So more organic social media, more social.
I feel like your stuff's. You're just saying you want to post more.
Just post more, and because I mean,
I feel like your stuff's really organic.
it's organic, but just kind of doing things. Like if I think of something in the moment, just
do it.
throw it up and do it. Just more content, but organic content.
Gotcha.
More offsite or like outside the box podcasts. Like we just did that one with Corbin. That was super fun.
Yep.
Just doing something like different things with the podcast.
I like it.
I think we still have a lot of growing to do and a lot of like adapting to do. And we just talked about having an appraiser on. It doesn't always have to be realtor. So hopefully we'll get Adam on and just, different people who can provide knowledge and who, we can get to know.
Yeah.
And build relationships with or connect people with other people who are like-minded and,
business owners, investors, things like that. I think it'd be cool to talk to people in that regard.
I think me and you need to get better about. We all have a lot of ideas for social media that are awesome in our eyes.
Yeah.
And then we just never do anything with them. So just being more diligent about like I mean, oftentimes I'll come to you, you'll come to me and be like, hey, we got to do this. We're like, cool, this sounds awesome. Let's put it together. And then like a week later we forget about it. Or, it just it presents a hurdle that we don't do. The business aspect, I feel like is so hard to like make a goal for. I mean, with your career, like where you are in your career, you can be like, cool, I want to 1.5 or 2 times it. At my stage, like I can't just be like, I'm going to double it because it's just not going to happen, especially this year. So I have kind of like, I don't even want to put the goals out there, like, because they're in my head and they're just kind of a random number. And it's not even like, it really just depends on how things go this next year.
Yeah.
From a market perspective, from an interest rate perspective, from an economy perspective. So I mean, a lot of how much business we can do is really derivative of how the economy's doing.
Yeah, which I agree with to an extent. And I think, like I have a number in my head that I want to hit, but like I'm not saying it. You know what I mean? Like I got a number 2. See if we get there, see if we don't. But I think, the way I look at it is something that you just, made me think of was like I just want to try and meet with 1 to 2 realtors a week.
That's exactly where I was going with this next piece.
So it's like, like even though I'm not nailing down business per se, I'm trying to grow my referral business and just try and get stuff. So go ahead, do so.
No, I mean that's what I was going to say is you can't really like so much of what we can accomplish is dependent on the market, but what we can control is meeting with new realtors or developing relationships that we've been working on, or so I have a couple agents and a couple teams in my head, which I've kind of been slow rolling and developing a relationship with them over the past year to 18 months. Okay. And just want to really nail it down this year and just show them what we can do and show them how we operate and how we can treat their clients. So
definitely.
And then pass my life insurance exam, which is hanging. I'm so overstudying for this thing.
You got to get that done, dude.
I want to get that done in the first week or 2 of the year. So
how long have you been doing that for?
And I mean, not consistently enough, but that's the thing. I just don't do it consistently enough. I'll pass it.
I know.
Give me 2 weeks. And those are my goals.
Very nice.
So
I like it.
I think 2023 was a tough year.
Very.
I had goals that were related to building relationships and not so much. I wasn't worried about volume. I wasn't worried about, number of deals I did. it was more about developing relationships, and that kind of started paying off in 2024. And I've, done better in 2024 than I did in 2023, thank God. And then just kind of continue that for 2025. And I think that's a very real possibility.
Heck yeah.
So let's see, man. I hope.
Yeah, we'll get there.
All right.
Yeah.
Wins?
Keep on rocking in the free world, I guess. Wins. Christmas was fun. Had my buddy's karaoke party this weekend. Drank a little bit too much alcohol. And yeah.
How about 2025? Get off the Zins. Completely.
Yeah, if I wanted to. They always say when you want to get sober, you'll get sober. And right now, I don't know.
You're just having too much fun.
Yeah, they're pretty cool.
You'll hit rock bottoms.
Yeah, definitely. I'll be doing 14 a day or something. But no, yeah, I guess that'd be a good goal. I was off them for quite a few months. I think another goal, or win, I should say, win. I don't know, had a great Christmas, was able to get my family some great gifts this year, and take care of the people I like.
Yeah. Or love.
And I was able to do something really cool for a friend of mine, who's having a rough time. That was very nice and cool and fun and sweet. So, yeah, those are some good wins. Yeah.
Nice. Win for me, spending all the family time. I mean, one of the upsides of it being quiet and slow is that you're able to take time off with family, and that's kind of what we were talking about, the ebb and flow, and it's important to take time off. And so, I mean, we never take time off. We're checking emails and stuff, but being able to kind of detach from that a little bit and spend time with my brother, who was in from California. My brother was up from Richmond. My other brother was in town. My wife's side of the family, and we're beating the sickness.
Yeah.
We're just getting away from everyone who we were hanging out with was sick, and we're just kind of getting past that. So
I'm hoping the same. Knock on wood. Yeah.
Knock on wood. None of my family's sick yet. We just need to get through the next couple of days.
Yeah, definitely.
And that's it.
Cool.
Happy 2025. Happy New Year. Be safe.
Let's get after it.
Let's get after it.
Hell yeah. All right, guys.
Both on New Year's Eve and 2025.
Amen.
Amen to that, brother.
All right.
Cheers.
If I would snatch a shoulder bag from somebody, mama, am I cancerous? Can't discuss what the short answer